In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I winter sow my seeds into the milk jugs for outside grow, and I'm also going to be showing you guys what I'm sowing indoors for early spring, late spring, early summer harvest. If you want to see what I'm going to be planting for 2026, keep on watching. So this is my garden, the state of my garden right now after that big snowstorm. My lemon trees are dead right now. That one is looking awful, and so is this one. As I said multiple times, this is actually a lemon tree slash apple tree, and of course that is looking dead essentially. But I'm hoping and praying that there are some vegetables and herbs underneath the snow that will kind of rise up in the springtime. That would be beautiful. So these are all the seeds I'm going to be starting in my water gallons. I have a couple from Page Seeds, which Page Seeds is actually the brand that I get at my local grocery store, and I just feel that they work a lot better for my grow season and my grow zone, which is 6B. It's actually 6B or 6A, I'm not exactly sure, but these are everything that I'm growing. So the first ones are my lettuces. I have by Page Seeds. These two are red and green loose leaf lettuce, and then I have early prize head lettuce, and then I also have just a salad bowl. I think I planted this last year as well during the fall time. And then I'm also going to be planting some Swiss chard as last year, the same ones, my flamingo blend, and then my rhubarb blend. So I'm going to be planting these in gallons. This is actually an experiment because I did get these last year, but they would not germinate for anything. So I'm going to try and do these in a water gallon too. And then I'm also going to try snowball cauliflower and my cabbage fairy round Dutch, because I did see a recipe for cabbage soup and it looks absolutely delicious. So I'm going to try this as well. I have different kinds of gallons. I have Turkey Hill organic. I have a variety of gallons. I have either the Turkey Hill orange tea gallons, or I also have like a milk gallon right here. You guys probably have seen this tutorial of how to do this a million times, but I'll show you how I do mine. X-Acto knife. Yes, this is from Walmart. This is where I used to work long ago. Anyways, I'm actually going to do it right where the brim is, just so it's easier to open and close. And then I just stick it in and then just follow that brim. So now following the brim doesn't actually work well because I always make things crooked. So we'll see how this works and if I can get it there. Okay, no. Decent. I'm also going to put some drainage holes at the bottom of it too, water damage, and then I'm just going to take potting soil and put it inside. This is Happy Farms potting soil, just to at least fill the top. I've always sowed my lettuce seeds just in the ground. It's like just direct sowed it because it was easier, but I would like to have lettuce a little bit earlier this year, as well as cabbage and my cauliflower, because I have some recipes that I would like to try, and also just because they're generally really good for you. If you remember last year, my cabbage actually got eaten, and my Brussels sprouts, and I don't actually have any more Brussels sprout seeds to grow. The only one that I'm a little iffy about is the Gladstone onions, just because I couldn't get them to germinate last year. So, but I'm hoping for some success this year. I also have 2 onions in the ground, 2 or 3 onions in the raised bed that I have in the ground. So, but I'm, like I said, with the snow, I don't know if they will actually survive. So that is why I'm doing a plan B in case they don't survive. And was this another reason for me just to get my hand in soil? Yes, absolutely. So I feel a lot happier whenever I am in the garden, playing with the soil, feeling the soil. It just feels so much better. I'm going to be putting some holes in here. And the first thing I'm going to be planting is my snowball cauliflower. Now, I know how big these get, so hoping that I can get them to germinate properly, because cauliflower, I never actually liked cauliflower until I started trying to grow cauliflower, just because I wanted to make cauliflower steak. So I'm just going to do the 2 seed method, because one of them is likely to germinate, and we'll see what happens. This is essentially how I even start my other seeds for summertime. So regardless, this is just the method that I like using, is 1 hole, 2 seeds, one's more likely to germinate. And if the germination rate is successful with your seeds that you have, then obviously you can just do 1. I just always did the 2 seed, 1 hole method because it was just easier. I'm just gonna sprinkle that on top. And I got the little water in the gallon. And then you can tape it up and label it so you don't forget about it. Next one I'm going to be planting is cabbage. This is Fairy Round Dutch cabbage. And cabbage soup has been on my newsfeed and my TikTok, so I would definitely like to try to eat the cabbage soup. Which of course I could buy it from like my Amish market, but I would love to just grow it myself. Same process, 2 seeds, 1 hole, because one is likely to germinate. One done. Okay, so for my lettuce seeds, I'm actually going to do this a little bit differently. So I actually planted these last year. This is the salad bowl lettuce, and this one is the early prize head. This is the red and green loose leaf lettuce mix. So what I'm actually going to do is kind of chaos sow these, and then I'm going to put a little bit of soil on top and, you know, tape and do all the things. But lettuce, you can't go wrong with lettuce. You just sprinkle it around, and you can get the seedlings, like the little roots, out fairly easily. So all you have to do is really just chaos them, and then just sprinkle a little bit of dirt on top, and they should germinate, hopefully, in the process. But this is how I do it, just because lettuce, you can never go wrong with just sprinkling it and then just letting it grow. Spinach is a little bit differently. I did do like chaos my spinach as well last year. I actually don't have any spinach to sow. I have red stem spinach, which I can't start those until after the frost, because they are warm. They love the warmth, so I will start those later. But lettuce, you can start pretty early and get a nice winter, early spring harvest. Alright, and that is just where I'm going to be keeping them. This is actually where my peppers and tomatoes and my onions go, and as well as my basil and my cilantro. But this is the only place that gets the first full sun, so I put them here. And once they're done and grown, I'm probably going to move them over to where they actually go. But for now, just keep them here. And lastly, these are the seeds that I'm going to be sowing indoors probably in late February. That way I can put these outside whenever the last frost hits. But as far as peppers, as I said, I was going to be doing different kinds of peppers besides the ones that I got at my grocery store. This one is the Pepper Hot Jalapeno Mild. This is one of the seeds that I did try to grow last year, but they didn't actually grow in time, so I'm going to be trying those this year. This one is actually one of the ones that I did grow last year. This is the Sweet Fry Pepper Blend. Remember that big pepper that I grew last year? That's what these are from, so I'm excited to grow those again. My Cubanelle peppers, these ones I also grew last year as well, and they did successfully. They were kind of like the mini peppers that I get for snacks, but those are there. And then I have my yellow Hungarian hot, which is banana peppers essentially. I did try to grow my red cherry tomatoes as well, and you saw the vine going up, but you didn't see any fruit coming out really. So I'm going to be trying those this year. And then I've always grown these. These are the tomato hybrid blend by Page Seeds. These were actually very successful in 24 and 25, so definitely growing these this year. These are just other seeds that I'm growing this year that I prefer hot weather. So my cucumbers, my vine cucumbers, I've been obsessed with trying to grow these, and I did actually get them to grow, and I was successful after trial and errors multiple times. But these are the Market More 76 heirloom cucumber seeds by Page Seeds as well, and they did fantastic, so I'm excited to try those this year. This is where my caterpillars came from, so I want to grow them again this year too, because I'm actually running out of dillweed. Vine beans, my pole beans, they are garden beans, Kentucky wonderful pole beans. They're fantastic. I love growing these. I also wanted to grow another variety of beans too, or maybe peas, but I'm not sure how the peas will do, so I might actually just grow another variety of beans. But I got my basil and my cilantro by Burpees. Those are really nice too. And then I'm also going to be trying to grow my Burpees Black Beauty eggplants. So hopefully I can get these to grow this year too. And that's it for the second row. And then shifting over down the line, these are just the other ones I'm going to try and grow this year. I did actually try to grow these. This is the organic bean, the Blue Lake bush beans. I think I did show me harvesting for these, but I might do 2 instead of 1 because you'll just get more of a yield. My bush cucumbers. My bush cucumbers have been through it. Last year, they did not actually survive. Was not able to get any cucumbers coming off of the bush, but I'm hoping for maybe another try, maybe. But I actually was not going to grow these this year, but the more I actually thought about it, I wanted to give it another try, so I'm going to be trying these this year as well. And then my zucchini. I actually was not going to try to grow this year, but I'm actually just going to move my zucchini bin probably over to the shaded side. Maybe that will work. It is summer squash, so I'm not sure if maybe it just got too much sun. That's why it didn't actually grow. It did flower, but it didn't actually produce any fruit. And lastly, this is the spinach that I was speaking about earlier. This is the red stem spinach. This prefers warmer weather, so I'm not actually going to start these, and I might honestly just sow these in. I don't know if I will actually start these from seed, but if anything, I'll probably just direct sow them in the ground whenever I'm able to work the soil. These are the ones I'm going to be direct sowing this year. My Paris Island lettuce, that one did fantastic last year, so I'm going to be direct sowing those. My dwarf half-lawn carrots, those did good too. I do have carrots outside growing right now, but I don't know with the snow if they have survived or not. I'm hoping so, but who knows. Then also I'm going to be direct sowing my beets and my radishes. These are Easter egg radishes, and then I have chigonga, I don't know, beets. I'm actually going to be direct sowing these, and then my husband will potentially be direct sowing the watermelons because he already said that he wanted to take control of the watermelons to grow them, and all he wanted me to do is just water them. So I'm gonna let him take control of the watermelons, and he'll probably be successful because I was not successful. So where I'm not successful, he will probably succeed with the watermelons this year. But that's basically all I'm growing. Okay, so now that you guys saw the seeds that I'm going to be growing for early spring, early summer, I probably won't be doing anything as far as like getting my garden set up till probably late February, early March, just because that's when my spring frost will soon come, which I think my last frost date would be April 28th. So late February, early March is when I'll be starting my indoor seeds to put them out for April. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!